sonno. La guardano con grandi meraviglia, vicino che non c'è na tutto mondo, e sulla cala nostra s'assimiglia. La conca d'oro e chi sta cascia luci, sotto la neve monci per dormire, sparano faro la sole anche a luci, la napo scorre in mezzo ai papiri. Sicilia, Sicilia, canta una pastoreggia, Sicilia, Sicilia, mormora fontaneggia, l'aria non sole inchino.
Hey, I'm Carlos, and this is the Accidental Chef Cooking School cooking class and cooking show. And we're really glad you're here tonight. We love to cook here at the cooking school. We love to teach you at the cooking school. Who knew I'd have extra virgin olive oil and sauteing whole garlic? Hello, what kind of Sicilian you turned out to be. Well, today I'm making cream of spinach soup. I've got some nice frozen soup in here and some of my fresh chicken stock. I make fresh chicken stock by taking a whole chicken and putting it in about 10 to 12 quarts of water, a couple of whole onions, some salt and pepper, some bay leaves, some celery tops, and I let that cook for a couple of hours and then strain it. And I've got a beautiful, beautiful chicken stock. So what I'm going to do here to make my cream of spinach soup, I'm going to start by making some cream sauce. I'm going to take some butter. That looks about like enough butter. And I'm going to let it saute. To that, I'm going to add some onions. Let that kind of saute in there. Give that a good start. Let that go around. Now, you know, I've learned something, but if you put your salt on your vegetables right now as they're trying to saute, that's a good time to season because the salt masticates the vegetables. That is to say, it helps them to break down and smother faster. All right? So that's a beautiful thing. We got our soup over here coming to a boil. Very nice. So I'm going to take that's just plain frozen spinach, any size, you know, and later we're going to puree them with our immersion blender, and we're going to do that so we don't have to worry too much about the stalks or any of that stuff. All right? So we've got our onions cooking here. Very nice, very nice. Going to give that a little bit of time. And while that sautés, I'm just going to grab something real quick from my stock room. All right, that's good and sauteing there. All right, now I'm going to make a white sauce. You see my garlic is just about brown there, getting soft. You always want to infuse your oil at the point of using it because you don't want to use olive oil like that because the olive oil gets, sometimes when you buy flavored olive oil, it gets contaminated. I learned in my food safety course it's a high source of contamination is flavored oil. So I always try to infuse the flavor into my oil at the point of using it. And my sous chef's going to bring me a little more olive oil. And so I'm going to go ahead and add my flour here. A good rule of thumb on a cream sauce is a stick of butter and a 1/4 cup of flour. We're going to get this nice and combined there. There we go. Put a little bit more flour. I want it nice and thick. Thank you very much. Just fill that up for me. Thank you. All right, and we get that combined. Add a little cayenne pepper to that for a little zest. Get that sauteing. Now I'm going to use a little bit of white wine to add to the flour and the butter. And this is going to make a nice thickening. You see how it changes the consistency? The white wine does very well. I like to use vermouth when I cook. That's a very well-priced wine. It comes with a screw top, so you don't use it all. You get it, and it's very, very dry and very nice for cooking. All right, looks like my garlic is, whoa, must have a little water on that spoon. Sizzle, sizzle. Sizzle, sizzle. All right. All right, drain that real good. We're going to set these off aside and we're going to use them again in a minute. Got our cream sauce coming up there. Very nice. Just a tad bit more wine to get that just where I want it. Okay, you can regulate the, your wine and your sauce to get it to the desired thickness. Okay, and at this point I like to use a little nutmeg. It's not on the recipe, but whenever I make a cream sauce or cheese sauce, I like to use the nutmeg. It has a good chemical reaction with the lactose in the in there. All right, turn that off for a second. All right, now I'm going to add to my peppers to my bruschetta. Just cut around the seed pod here. See, I've got my peppers there, no seeds. I like to use these nice, beautifully colored ones. They have a nice sweet flavor. All the seeds stay over there, not to bother us over here. I'm using my bird beak knife. You see, I'm just coming around the seed pod like that. How about that? Is that a great thing or what? All right. So we're just going to take these with our bird beak. I'm just going to julienne them. See, that beak has a nice way to draw that down through that skin. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're going to serve it on this baguette, so I'm going to cut these pieces of bread, these pieces of pepper, so they fit on the bread. How about that, huh? Is that a fun chopping board or what? Remember, if you go to accidentalcookingblog.com, you can find out all about cooking and the recipes that you see us preparing today. You can find out more about all the wonderful things that goes on with the Accidental Chef and the Accidental Chef Cooking School and all the exciting things that foodies love to do. We have it right here at the cooking school. So I'm going to add this to that. Just keep sizzling that up there. My oil's good and hot. Put my heat back on under there. Keep that steady. Very nice. Just cut that up. This knife is wonderful for julienne and striping. Very easy. There we go. Just a couple more. All right. Let's see if we've got a little, look at what I've got. I got a new ceramic knife. And this red one, you might suspect, is for cutting tomatoes. We're going to add some nice Roma tomatoes to our bruschetta. A lot of times when you order bruschetta in a restaurant, it's just fresh tomatoes that are diced and tossed with maybe some onion or a shallot or some basil. But we're going to do something a little different tonight. When I first started catering, I had to come up with some ideas for people for appetizers and canapes and that kind of stuff, and this is one of my ideas that I came up with that. All right, looks like our sauce here is ready for a little bit of milk. There we go. Add some cold milk to that and just work that into my sauce. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Easy does it. Just got a nice flat spoon, like a roux spoon. And really, I have a white roux going here. All right. Go ahead and add my tomatoes to that. Give that a good toss up here. Very nice. Put that on some high heat and let that go to town. All right, beautiful. Add a little salt to it, help those tomatoes break down. A little red pepper. That's very nice, make it zesty. Some dry basil, kind of give it a nice color as it cooks down. There we go. And bring my heat way up on that. All right. Give my soup a little stir here. Very, very nice. My cream sauce. Isn't that lovely? Add a little milk. This is a great little pouring measuring cup. It just bends and yields itself. Yeah, very nice. Now, you know, this sauce, you can go anywheres with this. This is like a Bishmol, a mother sauce, one of the mother sauces. You could add cheeses to this. You could add just about anything and just make a sauce. You could make a cream soup. Well, today we're adding spinach and the chicken stock. So I've got that going like that. And I'm going to add this. A little more milk, just a little more milk. There we go. Get that blended. And I'm going to add it to my spinach that's boiling in there. This is a very, very easy, very, very simple, very elegant soup. And I'm just going to set this over here. And my sous chef's going to get me a soup bowl. So when this baby's ready, I'm going to set it over here to simmer. Right there. We're going to put this baby on some high heat. Bring it up to this big boy in the back here that's really got some heat. That burner burns at about 10,000 BTUs. Put my oven on at 475, 425 convection. Now, let me show you what I'm going to do to get my bread ready. Dry my cutting board off a little. I'm going to take this baguette, a soup bowl, a white bowl to serve it in. I'm also going to need a pan. All right? Those bowls are right there in that little cupboard to the right of the sink. There we go. Oh, this is doing very nice. Very nice, okay? Want to break my tomatoes down? Great. And just a regular pan underneath the microwave in the back. Okay, I'm just going to cut these. Now, if you ask the bakery department in your grocery store, they will slice these on their slicer right there in the store. But if not, you can cut them up. I'm just got a nice serrated bread knife. Perfect. Thank you. Now I'm just going to put my bread rounds in here like this. And we're going to do like that. And we get them all in there. Get us a pan full. There we go, very nice. I'll just have to eat that. I'm going to take some anchovies. This is flat anchovies. And I'm going to add some olive oil to my little food processor here. Put the lid back on. Get the power head, give it some power here. Just put that on there like that. I've got a great little Cuisinart. This is getting a little dry, so I'm going to add a little white wine to it just to give it a little levity. There we go. All right, I'm going to add the garlic back to it and let it cook in there as well, all that olive oil that was in there, so we don't lose any of that good flavor. And really let that just cook. All right? Any questions about that? Just keep our area clean here. A little splatter from the grease, but it all wipes right up. All right. So, we've got our soup simmering now with the spinach and the cream sauce. Let that finish. Got that like that. All right, then I'm just going to take my little basting brush here, like this, and I'm going to paint that anchovy infused oil right on my little bread rounds. Don't be shy with the oil and the anchovy. You really want to bring your brush down so you have bits of anchovy in every bite, because they really bring a marvelous flavor. Don't be afraid of them. If you like Worcestershire sauce, it's the anchovies that you're tasting in there that you like so much. Anchovies are a marvelous seasoning and easy to access. They're very well priced. They keep well. I could keep this oil infused for a while in my refrigerator. All right, there we go. We've got that all done like that. Very nice. Very nice. Got over here. You see, I've got almost no evidence of the tomato. We just want to break it down. I'm going to push down, and then you see those garlic? I'm just going to start to mash it to get that flavor way in that thing. They're all soft and easy to mash. So I'm just going to mash them with the back of my spoon, like that. Get that, any siding of the tomato. Make sure it gets, the meat of the tomato gets cooked in there. Sometimes the recipe I give says to de-seed the tomato. I've since learned that that's really not necessary. Okay, so we've got that. Our soup is just about simmered to perfection. So I'm going to change the blade on my little power head here, and I'm going to put my emulsion blender in there, and I'm just going to get in here and just puree the spinach and the onions into my sauce and make my soup into a lovely green color. Yummy. It's a beautiful thing. Very nice. You can see how it's all the spinach is pureed. All right. Very nice. Very nice little gadget. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Get us a ladle over here. I know I have one here. I know I do. I know I do. Okay? All right. Remember, if you have any questions about anything you've seen here today, we are trained professionals. So go to our blog, accidentalcookingblog.com, and register. We'd love to have you part of our family here and keep you informed about all the going-ons in the food world. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, I'm going to turn that off and let that rest a minute. Let all those flavors just marinate together and come to some kind of marriage. The marriage of those flavors. Okay, I'm going to bring these over here. All right. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put the thing, and then I'm going to put a piece of provolone cheese over it so that, and then we'll just bake it. All right? I've got our spinach soup is ready. We have a little bit of this Just gonna put this mixture right on my meat like that. Beautiful. A little bit of everything on every piece. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Now these freeze very well. Once I get the cheese on them, you can freeze them unbaked just like they are. And they'll be ready. You can take them out 2 or 3 at a time and just heat them in your toaster oven. Your girlfriend comes over to drink some wine and chat. You can whip a hot appetizer out of the oven and she'll think, well, my gosh, aren't you the clever one? And you'll just say, it was nothing. You know, and you can tell her, good food's no accident. That's it. There we go. Just get that ready like that. Beautiful. I like to add a little coarse salt to the top. Gives it a little crunch when you use it at the very end like that, and it doesn't do like that. Okay, I'm going to cut this cheese into 6s so that I got some nice little cover like that. Very nice. All right. If you have any questions about these recipes, you know you can find them at accidentalcookingblog.com. Visit us there for all kinds of great food information and fun and exciting adventures in food land that's coming up. Our show comes on regularly now on this channel. I think we're on Monday nights, but check your listing. So we're certainly glad you joined us tonight. Saw us make our favorite dish here, bruschetta. Yum, yum, yum. Then we'll just pop those in the oven. All right. And they're ready to go. All right. Well, we're certainly glad you joined us here today at the Accidental Chef Cooking School. Pop these in the oven and serve us a lovely bowl of that soup. There we go. Let's look at that. We're going to take our ladle here and ladle some of that beautiful soup out of there. Such a gorgeous color. Oh my gosh. Is that a beautiful thing? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Surprise, surprise, surprise. We'll take a little bit of a nice dollop of sour cream for your guests. And I like to add a little crumpled bacon. There you have it, another beautiful meal from the Accidental Chef Cooking School cooking class, our cooking show. We're glad you're here today. Remember, all of our recipes are on accidentalchefcookingblog.com. Let us know. Give us some feedback. Tell us your favorite recipe. And maybe I'll cook it here on the cooking show. Remember, accidentalcookingblog.com. Visit us there today.